A review a day keeps the doctor away, as nobody says but me. Alright, you guys, I'm going to be reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man. Right, so The Amazing Spider-Man stars Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker / Spider-Man, which this is the kind of reboot of the Spider-Man franchise from the really shit Tobey Maguire one, which were just... they really were just a load of shit, except the second one wasn't that bad. The third one is... fuck me, that is a bad movie. The first one is... I don't know, it is pretty bad. They're all pretty bad, but number 2 isn't that bad. But number 3 shouldn't even be a film. It's just so shit. Anyway, so Andrew Garfield, you got Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane. I don't really know what the deal is with that, because she's not actually mentioned as Mary Jane in the film. Emma Stone, which I find a lot more attractive than what's her name, Christine Wiig or something. I really can't remember her name actually. Martin Sheen, which is really cool, as Uncle Ben. Sally Field as auntie, as Peter Parker's auntie. Rhys Ifans is the villain. Love Rhys Ifans, great actor. He plays Dr. Curtis Connors slash the Lizard. So yeah, basic plotline is it's not the same as the first plotline for the first movie. It's kind of not completely different, because obviously it's about Spider-Man, but the villain is a lizard in this one. In the first one, as we all know, it was the Green Goblin, played pretty good actually by Willem Dafoe. But yeah, so, you know, not really explained in the first Tobey Maguire one, but in this one, right at the beginning, it shows Peter Parker as a little child, and his parents kind of abandon him and leave him to his auntie and uncle. And basically what happens is they look after them, and then, you know, he's in high school and everything, and essentially he just gets bitten on the back by a spider whilst going to this convention held by Curtis Connor, which is the Rhys Ifans guy. And these are like genetically modified special species of spider. And, you know, he starts from it, and then he wakes up on a subway train, gets in a fight, kicks everyone's ass, climbs up the wall, and goes home, and then he's not really a massive... Like, in the first one, it was overreacted by Tobey Maguire. Oh, look at me, I'm Spider-Man, what's this? And all webs and shit, having all these weird dreams and everything. But that's not in this movie. It's just plain hardcore, you know. Andrew Garfield's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm Spider-Man, you know. I don't need to make a big scene about it. So basically, yeah, and then Curtis Connors does this, like, kind of... what's it called? A little kind of tablet needle, puts it in himself, and then he becomes the Lizard, which is this really massive lizard that is CGI to hell, but actually looks pretty more believable than the Goblin did, because that really just didn't look believable at all. Willem Dafoe's performance was good, but yeah, we're not reviewing that movie, we're reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man. And yeah, they basically, at the end, more to the end, he fights, and throughout the story it's basically his story of, you know, fighting crime. From the start, you end credits, and then there's a part, obviously, like, at the end. So I do think there's going to be an Amazing Spider-Man 2. If there is, definitely going to watch it. Alright, guys, so now that's the kind of plot. I'm going to say what I liked about this film. Well, first off, let me just say, right off the bandwagon, Andrew Garfield was a hell lot better than Tobey Maguire was. I mean, he was Tobey Maguire. I mean, he's had a pretty failed career. I mean, Seabiscuit, the Spider-Mans, and that's about it. I mean, he's in The Great Gatsby now, but seriously, I mean, I don't really understand Tobey Maguire's, like, career, like, at all. It's just like, he did the Spider-Man series, got his paycheck, then just didn't really do... I haven't even heard of him in a movie in, like, ages and ages. I mean, what did he do? Brothers? That's about all I've heard of him after the Spider-Man 3, bloody hell. So I really don't know what that guy's doing with his career. I can't even think of all the movies. I can't even think of one except for Brothers that he did after, you know. But yeah, Andrew Garfield was just more believable, better actor. He played Spider-Man better. He wasn't as overdramatic. Like the scene where Uncle Ben dies, as you all know, because you've probably all seen Spider-Man 1. You've probably seen this film. And then, you know, he his performance, like when he's like dying and his last words, is just freaking immense. You know, in Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire, it was just a load of, you know, you. I know he'd be crying obviously because it's a family, but he just over dramatic, really over dramatic. The killer of Uncle Ben. Now this is kind of a spoiler, so if you haven't seen this film, don't watch this part of the review. Just click off somewhere else. But he doesn't actually find the killer of his uncle. Now, I don't really understand because he was looking for him and basically the guy has a tattoo here. And he says, oh, looking at every villain and everything. And he can't find him. So I don't actually know what it's about. Is he going to find him in the next film? Is he forgotten about? You know, I think he's got to find him somehow. But as you see in Spider-Man 3, the actual Sandman guy was the guy who was the actual shooter. So he actually killed the wrong guy. And then he let him go, which was just so fucking stupid, man. Spider-Man 3, seriously. But Emma Stone was great. It was just a great superhero film. Definitely not the best of the year, though. I mean, I can see why people are criticising it. It is really over CGI'd. It could have had, like, a bit of a better plotline. But yeah, actually, it was a bloody good movie. The Avengers and the Dark Knight Rises. Obviously, you know, the Avengers has everybody else. Like Iron Man, Captain America, etc. But, you know, Dark Knight Rises is, like, the one that everyone's been watching, and it hadn't actually got, like, the fucking amazing reviews that The Dark Knight did, but it was a pretty well reviewed, you have to admit. But yeah, it was a great film. It was Amazing Spider-Man. I really enjoyed it. I'll definitely be buying it on Blu-ray when I can. Wouldn't mind that Steelbook when it comes down in price. But yeah, that's the Amazing Spider-Man review, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll try and do some more reviews later.